Christopher. So what I've done is taken pictures. I pulled up the names of some of the people, and then if there's somebody that I really want to get a phone number and it's not in my iPhone, then take it now, do it now. You got a couple weeks, but then it's going to end. So that would be my big thing for today. And I love that live younger sports thing. That's incredible. So those are that's my but you want to make me co-host, but it sounds like Christopher's letting everybody in, so I'm fine. But if you want me to help you, Christopher and Michael, I'm happy to do it.
Well, did I make Christopher?
Yeah, you made Christopher a co-host. I don't know if he's letting
I'm
anybody in.
co-host, you guys. Michael made me co-host.
Oh, Roxanne's there too,
Yes.
but Christopher got okay.
So I jumped around real quick when I first do it. So sometimes I go, that person is whoop. So that's
a first.
But I trust Christopher.
Yeah, you let him in, Christopher.
All right, so let me pull up the pretty much the Live Younger sports site. So it's liveyoungersports.com. You guys all have access to that. And what's nice about it is, you can share that with your peeps. It could be somebody who's brand new, could be somebody who's been around a little bit, but anyone can get value from this. And then at the end, it's not linking you to anybody. It just says for special pricing, get back to the person who shared this with you. So the Live Younger team did a really good job, along with Connie, of creating this. So recover faster, perform longer, push beyond your limits. And many of us have already experienced that. If you've already experienced that, that's one of your talking points for new customers and your new brand partners. So fuel your performance with light activated stem cell technology designed for recovery, stamina, and strength. So let's watch this little video. I did a show with Dr. Pena. Dr. Pena is like many of the doctors that I've had on and done shows with the last 2-3 weeks. They've all said that if you are a doctor, and I know Dr. Annabelle's the same way, you should be looking at this technology to help your patients, because it is very valuable. It can help people, and it has helped people in incredible ways. But a lot of, unfortunately, the doctors and hospitals and so forth are locked into how they service and medicate people and give them stuff. So he was at a clinic where they were talking about people with diabetic problems, and he said that they're pretty much telling the doctors, you need to tell your people that they need to learn how to deal with the pain. Like, wow. So and so his Dr. Pena's advice is like, you need to be the one that's really looking after you. The doctors are going to do what they can, but they're limited, many of them, unless they have their own practices, and they're open-minded about using this LifeWave technology. So let's look at a little video here.
You are a powerhouse of growth, of new experiences. You just don't know it yet. Let's change that, shall we? With innovation at our core, we've reimagined what's possible. Harnessing the body's natural energy.
Can't hear Michael.
Backed by clinical research, X39 stimulates the skin with low levels of light to elevate a key peptide.
All right, it's not, you guys aren't hearing the sound? Somebody just say that?
It's mild, but it's not strong like you usually do when you have to do that special thing you do when you're showing something.
Yeah, so we're in, I always forget that. So let me stop the share, come back in, and do the share and share the sound. So this is what you do with some of these. So Zoom is like that. So let's go back in and watch the rest of that.
Peptide linked to renovating and rejuvenating the body. This life technology supports improved movement, recovery, and overall health and well-being. You are Generation Awesome. Shifting paradigms and creating new ones. We always knew you had it in you. Now it's time to prove it to yourself. Your adventures are only beginning. Discover the power and simplicity of doing more with X39. Be the light. LifeWave.
So that's great. You got the motivational videos that LifeWave has put together for us, and some of the best ones. That's one of the best ones are available on this site. Now, there's another one here. I want to show this before I show the other one, where it's this couple, and they talk about how they've had injuries and so forth. Their children have had injuries, and all of them have greatly benefited from LifeWave. But first of all, let's watch this one with David Schmidt. This is a pretty motivational one too.
In the beginning, God created the heavens and the earth. There is more information there than most people would ever realize. I was 8 years old, and my parents wanted to take me to the workshop of Thomas Edison. On the drive back home, I said to my dad, I want to be an inventor. Light, as it turns out, is the primary control mechanism for everything else that happens in the body. What if we could have an external electromagnetic field that would essentially reset the stem cells that are already in our bodies and get them to function like younger, healthier cells? What if in the process we actually found out that in a book that was written thousands of years ago, that information already existed? God has left his fingerprint in natural design, and that blueprint shows up in nature. The mathematical codes are identical. The implications to this are absolutely extraordinary. What drives me is that there's this enormous sense of hope that we can create technology to generate clean energy, that we can have foods that aren't genetically modified, and we can meet all of the needs on the planet that we have to, and that we can heal people.
All right, some really good motivational videos. These are things that get people interested and excited. They do me. I'm already involved, so definitely some things that you can utilize. And it's at this liveyoungersports.com. So sharing videos is always really good. Now this one is more in depth. Now Jen and I were talking about this morning. We both watched this together, and this basically. Some people would probably look at this, well, I'm not an athlete, but you look at the human body and someone that's involved in athletics, they're pushing their body to the max, like I've done, for pretty much my whole life, over 60 years now. So you look at someone like that, and they get recovery, they get better performance, they get better, if they have injuries, they heal from those injuries where they weren't going to heal probably. So these are the things that you have available to you. It's not going to happen for everybody, but for a great number of people, the patches have worked, miracles. And those people that want the patch to work for a specific area of their body or life or whatever, sometimes your body will choose what's best for you. So that's why we recommend using the patch for pretty much the rest of your life, because it is going to make a difference. It's going to turn back the aging process, not just stop it, but turn it back. So this is some of the things we've noticed. I've noticed it in a lot of people that are in LifeWave. If you've been coming to these shows, you're seeing it in people that have been on the patches for a long time. Maybe they're a little bit just barely getting it, and now they're like full of light and enthusiastic about life again. So these are some of the things you see, and this is what you're going to kind of get a hint of in this video.
LifeWave has made waves in the Jackson household, and I am extremely excited to share this information with you. I firmly believe that it may be life-changing, because it has been for our household. We're looking to take our athletes' game, performance, recovery to the next level, and LifeWave is that bridge that we believe can do that. So I want to talk about my testimony before we move any further. Quickly, I'm an athlete, I'm still, but I've been playing football for over 20 years, and I'm retired now. But I share that because being a football player for over 20 years, things hurt, and I was experiencing extreme pain in my Achilles for months, about a good 7 months. And we found out about LifeWave and the patches. And I was skeptical at first, but my wife convinced me to try it out. And after 7 months of my Achilles, both of them hurting so bad that it was painful to get out of bed and move around. I tried this patch, and I kid you not, one day later, and I'm not saying that's for everybody, but I'm speaking for myself. One day later, the very next day, I slept with one of these patches on, and the very next day I got out of bed, and my pain in my left Achilles was completely gone, and the pain in my right Achilles was at about a 4. And before that, they were both at a 10. And so fast forward, I use these patches for the last 2 months straight, and the pain in my Achilles is completely gone, and I'm back to running. In that 7 months, I was not able to run. It was extremely painful. But I've been running. I've been wearing these patches every single day, the way it is prescribed by LifeWave. And not only have I seen a vast improvement, really the pain is completely gone in my Achilles, but I've also seen pain relieved in my shoulder and in my back. So those things were hurting. And so I just speaking from experience, these things really work.
And man, I wish I would have known about this when I was in college. I actually suffered from horrible knees. I had to have orthotics, had to drop some weight and just really get in shape and build up the muscles in my legs while in college. But, as athletes and as an educator and as a mom and a parent, as we're exploring these things, I'm so grateful that this was shared with us in our family. Like Eric shared his results earlier. I'm just so blessed to share the results of my own children. And so my daughter suffered from chronic pain in her knees and her heels for like 2 years. And she's a very active athlete, plays multiple sports. And even her coaches would be like, "How's Ari feeling?" And we would always try to bandage her up with KT tape or whatever it was. And so for her, when we put the X39 and the Eon on her, we noticed, I would be like, "Hey, how you feeling?" She'd be like, "I feel good. I have energy. Like my knee," I'm like, "Your knees don't hurt?" She's like, "My knees don't hurt." I'm like, "Yes, this is amazing," because for somebody who wants to be great, getting injuries they set you back, and you just really want to be able to perform at your best. And so for her, we were just so thankful that these worked for her, and they will work for you as well, I have no doubt. And so that's just one of our daughters. Our other daughter, she had some other significant health challenges going on with some GI issues. And she was on meds for her GI issues. And so we went ahead and took her off her meds. She was wearing X39, Eon, and X49. And this same daughter, Alina, also had ACL surgery in September. So she was just getting hit from all ends of the spectrum. And so what we noticed with her was just truly life-changing. She noticed that her mood and her mental clarity improved, her skin even improved, and she just felt like she was herself again. And so for me as a parent, you can't ask for anything more than that. But to add icing on the cake with this, she was on some pretty bad meds for her GI issues, and we just really wanted to get her off of them. Didn't know the long-term effects of them. This was new to us, what she was diagnosed with. And so for her, we had her blood work tested after her being off the meds for about 4 weeks. Her blood test came back all in the normal range. And there was no evidence of inflammation or evidence of white blood cells in her test results. And so for us to have her off of those meds was just life-changing. And just like, anytime you go to a good restaurant, you taste something good, or, you see a good movie, or you just have to share it.
All right, that's a great one, and of course, that's in the liveyoungersports.com. So great information. Why it works, science meets simplicity. So all you're doing is putting a patch on your body, and you get results like these people are talking about, like I've experienced. Like most of you here have experienced. Is very, why would you not want to share that? So light is information. Your body has always responded to it. Our patches reflect specific wavelengths that signal the body to elevate GHK-Cu, a peptide linked to stem cell activation, tissue repair, and regeneration. So you saw with all those athletes, young and old, in that clip there was, definite, all of them were suffering. And so by using the patch, they all turned around some serious issues that probably could have, lasted their entire lives. For myself, my kneecap having been shattered while on the SEAL teams, I would get reoccurring, issues with it, causing a lot of pain that would last for, days, weeks, months. I put the ice wave on it, and the pain was gone within seconds, and it didn't reoccur until, I don't know, years later. And I put the patch on it again, and it went away again. So, any kind of ache or pain that I have, I know the ice wave is like my med kit. I have it, but by using the X39, X49, I rarely get any kind of injury or problem. So it's drug-free, stimulant-free, non-transdermal, 200 plus patents and clinical studies, proven in both science and sport. So there's also more information. You can click for more information, and you're going to get the U.S. patents, patent technology, science and technology, links to studies, unbelievable amounts of information. So lots of information you can go into. So the patents, as you guys can see, some people are very analytically oriented, so this is great for them. Some people can watch those videos, and that's good enough for them. Some people want both. I'm the kind of person that I want both, right? So I got both, and that worked out really well for me. Here I am, years later with a thriving business. So that's what we're trying to help you guys do as well. Get yourself to the point where you can have a thriving business. Now, staying with a patch, being an example, wearing the patch, people see the results that you're having. They're going to get interested. They're going to ask questions. And from those questions, that's where you can come in with, what the patch is about, maybe some of these videos or websites or whatever. Lynn.
So I wanted to share about our new amazing Live Younger sports site as an athlete. So I'm a marathoner and a weightlifter. And the very first month I was on the patches, I was able to decrease my mile by a full minute. And that's physically impossible. And I have a running coach, a sports nutritionist, and a personal trainer. And because it takes a team to get me across the finish line. And they all said it's impossible. My sports nutritionist said normally she's got, I've got a food plan that I eat based upon my goals. But she said normally she's got to really adjust people's food to be able to achieve that. My running coach said normally I'd have to do a lot of hill work and things like that. I did nothing. I did absolutely nothing. And I took a full minute off my mile. And not only that, so the X49 and the carnosine together increase our performance by 180%. So that's a powerful combination, as well as the energy patch really increases pace too. And even with the weightlifting, I can lift more, lift better, and it just keeps growing and growing. And when it comes to the injuries, a couple of months ago I was out running and saw the trash truck go by. And I remembered I didn't put my trash out. I was a mile from the house. I'm like, I want my trash out. So I took off running, Michael, at a sprint. Now, my body is not trained to sprint, right? I'm an endurance athlete, but I did. I sprinted that because I knew I could. I just had never done it. I sprinted the whole way home. I'm happy to say I got my trash out, but I really hurt myself bad. I really hurt myself bad doing that. But I had my patches. And I hurt myself so bad, I couldn't walk, I couldn't get in the car. And normally that kind of injury would have sent me to the emergency room, meds, possible. It was bad, it was really bad. But instead I wallpapered, and within a week I was totally fine. And the pain went from 1 million to like 2, it was very manageable. So what we do is superb for athletes.
Yeah, very good.
Yeah.
So that, I've had great results too. I've talked about how my leg press went to like over like 1,100 pounds
Yes.
leg press. So, my personal best up to that was like, back when I was 59, it was like 1,000 pounds. I was like, oh, I trained so hard for that. I trained for, I think I was consistently training for 3+ years,
Wow.
just to get to that. And of course, my whole life, I would do leg press, and I was like, okay, and I'd like do 250 pounds, back when I was in my 20s, and like go further, and just kept pushing, and then there was a long break. I had a long break where I didn't work out at all. I didn't work out at all, and that's when I walked the Pacific Crest Trail, and then
Yeah.
finally got settled down and started working out again. So years, I think about 3 years, I had concentrated on it, and then I just like really zeroed in on it, and then got that weight. So go forward. COVID comes. We all get locked down. Gyms aren't open. You don't do
Yeah.
leg presses, the weight that I have when there's no leg presses. You can't do it. So for years, I was kind of like, again, I was out. So just a year, only just a year, I started focusing on I'm going to do another big press again, and so I've been using the patches for a couple years at the time, and I was like, we're going to see what these patches will do, and so I did like that 1,100 pound leg press. So that's the amazing things. The world's strongest man couldn't win the world's strongest man competition, and he started using LifeWave, and then he won. So we've had a lot of athletes that have incredible results, but you don't have to be an athlete to have incredible results. You can just be just the average person that walks the block a few times, and you eat good, and you wear the patches, and maybe you walk the block a little bit further, and you're like, wow, I can't believe I'm doing that, because I'm getting older, and usually you're not able to do that. And then those young girls, that had injuries, injuries like that at that early of an age, that's not going to work out good going forward. So they turn those injuries around. So it's not just for those of us that are getting older; it's for everybody. Anita.
Hi.
Hi.
Okay. I have a race car driver. He used to be a cancer patient as a child, and I was talking to his father yesterday about the patches and what would be a good way to introduce those patches to them, because I know that race car drivers are actually athletes. I mean, they have
Totally.
to go through high G forces and everything. They have to train hard. And so what do you think about introducing that to someone like that?
Yeah, absolutely. The energy patches, that was designed for Navy SEALs, would be a phenomenal one, because I know that some of those race car drivers is almost like doing a marathon when they do they sweat, they're hot, they're like working their muscles, and it's like doing a marathon. So it's tough on the body, and then you got the energy patches, which will help. X39, of course, for recovery, and then the Eon for inflammation and so forth. They wear that at night. So there's a great number of patches that will work, and you can give them I got this Navy SEAL that I'm under that has done the patch. He's had incredible results, and there's many stories. If he needs to talk to somebody, there's some of us he could talk to. So there's lots of different ways that we can get people motivated, get them on patches, and just try it. Just try it. And for me, I put the patches on, and I instantly knew that I was getting a result. David has a new patch, which he let Tracy and I use, and I can tell you that it is on the level of X39, X49 combined, or even better. It's like it's a crazy good patch. So there's more coming, but what we have right now is beyond belief. We've had professional athletes all the way up to the Olympic level, that have had incredible results. And then some of the information that's in that Live Younger sports site, there's like a letter where the Olympic Committee was like, what's going on with these athletes having this great success wearing this patch? So they looked at it, and there's a letter which says LifeWave is not, causing these athletes to have unusual performance abilities, like a steroid or something like that. It is a natural patch, and we accept it. So those are all the things that, you look at, especially for performance athletes, race car drivers, whatever. I don't know if they even test race car drivers, but if they did, he would pass. He'd probably pass to the point where like, why are you so healthy? So, because that's what a lot of people will experience. So, does that answer your question?
Yeah, I also have a football player that has he's out with an injury. He's one of the Arizona Cardinals, and I'm sure that the Eon or the X49 or all of that would be good for them, right?
Yeah. There's a guy that I was in combat with. He's a Delta guy, and he was, lieutenant colonel in Delta Force, and I was, senior enlisted guy, and both of us, worked in the invasion in Panama. So he did, combat is amazing, and being at that level, you're like a professional sports guy beyond belief, because professional sports guys like look at the SEAL team guys and they're like, you guys are way more healthy than we are. And in a lot of cases, that's true. Not always, but a lot of cases, yes. So, we both said that if we were still in the service at our, former teams, we would have, if we could, we would have all of our teammates on the patches. Absolutely. No question. Now, David has actually said that he would give the patches to the SEAL teams and to those guys who are retired that could probably use the patch, from all the bang ups we all go through. And like I talked about in the beginning, the professional doctors out there, wherever they are at, because Dr. Pena was at one time working with the veterans and so forth. They are very closed in what they will share. And so they said no. In fact, they never even said no. They just didn't get back to us. And we're like, well, for months, we're like, guys, what up? And they just would completely ignore us. And at first, when we showed it to them, they were like, oh my God, this is incredible. Everybody's going to love this. And then, we're going to take it up to our head people, and they're going to say no. And they did, evidently. So, Anita, if you can get these to those guys, they're going to have great results. Some professional football teams have used the patches already. There's stories about that, and they did exceptionally well. So I don't know why all of them aren't. Maybe because they got professional doctors on their staff too. It's we should all be using these patches. Everyone should be using them. So I think you're going to be a hero to them if you can get them convinced to use those patches. Like you heard Mr. Johnson there said, my wife convinced me, and it's like, come on. And that's kind of what happened with me too. So it was Jen Allen and my wife. They convinced me to do the patches. They're like, oh, okay. And I was like, whoa, this is great. So, it's not going to have instant results for everybody, but I would recommend if you can get those guys on it and they get good results, you might have a very thriving business pretty soon. So, keep it up, keep sharing with those guys. We love to see the top guys use it, because then they influence the other guys, and soon, who knows, maybe we get more people on the patches, and that's really our goal.
Thank you.
Thank you, Anita. Jen.
Okay, so Connie and Barry are here. Connie and Barry, you missed Michael acknowledging you for doing that video, but he went through the sports video. And I want to bring up that Connie had brought the patches with David to USF, University of South Florida, to Dr. Knopfsinger, who ended up being my orthopedic surgeon doctor when I ripped my meniscus. And so I had talked to Connie, and they used them. I don't know, Connie, how long did they use those patches?
Yeah, the basketball team really liked them. A few of the others had used it. University of Alabama used them for like a minute. The thing that it would be helpful, Anita, that you want to think about is that first of all, it's the type thing. Barry was at the gym today, and a while ago he met this guy just kind of chatting at the gym, watching how he was stretching, and they got to talking. And then one day I see the guy, we're thinking, oh, we're going to introduce him to LifeWave, and we see the guy walk in with a LifeWave hat. And he walks in with and I said, oh my gosh, you use LifeWave? He goes, no, my friend just gave me this hat. She's been trying to get me to do this forever. I'm not going to do it. And I said, well, you keep talking about your injury and how you want to get back out hiking again. I said, you need to get those patches on. Barry's telling him about how he's used them, all of this stuff, right? Well, fast forward, he comes in and he's wearing a patch. I said, go back to your friend, go get those patches. So he's wearing the patch, and Barry goes, how long you been on him? He's like, about 20 minutes. We're like, okay. So now fast forward, he comes in and I see Barry talking to him this morning, and he says, oh my gosh, he says, I'm the caregiver for my mom. She's 90. And we're thinking, he goes, I'm thinking I'm going to have to get her, I think I'm going to have to get her help.
Yeah, in a home or have in-house, what do they call that?
In-home care and
caregiver.
Yeah, and he just says,
I can't afford that.
Yeah, he goes, I can't afford it. And he goes, so I put the X39 on her, Eon on her. He goes, it's like a completely different person. She is completely different. So, but here the point is,
come on, Doc Talk.
Yeah, he said the point is that his friend had been telling him for years, right? So sometimes it helps if you're close, because you can kind of be like Tracy, Joe, and Jen were just like bug them, or, that works. But if you start off asking questions, don't just come at these people, I got to fix, because they're like, I'm a professional. I got my doctors. I got my trainers, right? The easiest way is to come at them with questions. Hey, wow, what are you doing? What have you used? What are you trying? Have got a technology, and it will enhance the clinical outcome of everything else they're doing. You could cut down your recovery time. You could do this. Kind of ask them enough questions to hear what they're doing and ask if they're open to it. Then you come back with the videos like Michael showed you. And if you go into more testimonies, you're going to see some of the videos that LifeWave did that are professional athletes in those videos. You'll hear Dr. Pena's in there, I think, talking about it. There's a few others, but you get them to be open by asking them questions, not presenting to them, right? Mm-hmm. Are you open? What else are you doing? Oh my gosh, yeah, this is going to really work beautifully, because I guarantee you he's getting injected with peptides. He's getting all kinds of other stuff put in. His doctor's got him on this, that, and another. And you want to know that, hey, this is safe. It's not going to interact, but it will actually enhance the outcome of everything else you're doing. And the thing that Michael was talking about is there's the anti-doping information is listed in the site as well, LifeWave's anti-doping information. So I just wanted to change your mind. It's not like how can I convince somebody, but how can I open them up to being, open to receiving some information.
I want to clarify one thing. It didn't take 2 seconds for Michael to start using the patch. Tracy, Joe, and Michael both put it in their hands and they felt it.
I love it.
Oh my God. So no, I never had to convince.
You didn't have to go. Yeah, I love it.
They just felt it.
Yeah. So the energy's there. It's gonna, have a positive effect on your body. And I can tell you the water machine, the new patches that David shared with Trace and I, all next level. So you guys have already been on the other patches. So next level is coming, and next level is like phenomenal. So be excited. And so here's basically the compliance statement. They said it's received letter from WADA, and they're like, WADA does not get certified to endorse products, but they say that it's great. So does not contain substances or methods currently listed on the WADA prohibited list. So it's, all this stuff is in there. It's very, very phenomenal. Testimonials also in here. So we looked at these. These are videos as well. I get the ballerina. That's a great one. So all of these are, from people that have had incredible success. Of course, Connie has every Sunday, she has the Doc Talk, and then I have Miracle Monday every Monday. And so there's plenty of information that you can tap into, and you have live people that are sharing miracles and great testimonials, a couple times a week that you can tap into. Jay. Still muted.
Can you hear me now, boss
Gotcha.
man?
Yep.
Right on, right on. Well, it's been a long time since I got on here. I don't mean to get off the subject of what you guys are going over. I love the patches. They're doing so wonderful for me. And I've been sharing a lot with everybody around me in the patches. And lots of people are benefiting from it. And I'm on Facebook now, so I'm starting to market my products over there.
Good.
And just opened up my Instagram account. So I got that going. And my Happy's Dash TV is taking off. I'm averaging around 14,000 views a month. I don't know if that's good, just starting out, but that's for the past 3-4 months.
That's fantastic. Yeah. Keep at it, bring value to your shows, and people are going to start to come in and get excited. So that's the way you do it. Good job.
Okay. And I was wondering, would it be okay if I share the link on the chat?
Yeah, definitely do it.
Okay.
Robert.
Hello. Yes. As we're talking about business, I've seen on my Facebook feed, Fred Passione. I don't know if he's friends with an AI, but he's got his wife, Terry, water skiing and promoting patches. Now, tell us how you've done that business and what other videos you made and how do you do it and how are they working?
Yeah, is Fred on here?
I think I see Fred.
Go ahead, Fred.
Speak up, Fred. You're there.
Let's see.
You're still muted, Fred. You're muted, Fred.
And while he's getting the phone going, he's got these exotic water skiing of his wife, saying how great LifeWave is. Tell us about all that. How's it working on sales?
Well, we have a 16-year-old, so we got access to the new technology, and he showed Terry how to make these short videos that you could put onto the shorts on YouTube's and the Facebook shorts. And she's got the water skiing one. She has one where she's bungee jumping. She's jumping out of a plane on another one, and she just sends them over to me, and then I just list them on my page. And a lot of friends and fam that catches the eye of a lot of friends and family, so we usually get some kind of response. And then we just try and start a conversation, like a normal conversation, not just jumping into the patches or anything like that. And then we go from there, just asking questions like Connie.
Fred, I mean, you could help all of us. Maybe you could make some James Bond's one with Michael Jaco or myself, or we could be in a movie. Anything you want. I mean,
again,
Robert, there you go.
I'd love to take the credit on this, but I mean, I really have to be honest. It's Terry, and she's actually talking to someone right now doing income producing activities, so she's not here to add in. But maybe
Fred,
next
can
time
you
I could
show
tell
one
her.
of those? Fred, can you show us one of those? Because it's only a 1-minute thing, but it's so good.
I don't know how I'll share it on my screen.
Or just send it to
Let
me
me
and I'll
give you.
share it.
I'll make you co-host,
Yeah.
and that'll give you the ability to share.
Okay, you're rocking Facebook.
Let me go ahead, and someone else could talk, and then I'll get ready.
Yeah, very good. So so this is one of the things that the new app LifeWave Now gives you the ability to create these videos and post them to your social media. I've talked about quite some time about how social media is like your free access to millions, billions of people potentially, and you don't have to pay anything for it. You just share, and then you get people that are interested, like Fred is getting. But that's really everyone that's like the top in my business. Lynn, Brad, Roxanne's creeping up there. She just started her own account, so she's sharing. But she's been doing it for a while. She's been in the background sharing. Now she's coming forward, and Fred has been doing this stuff for a little bit. Now another income producing activity, which Roxanne and Fred and Jen are going to be involved in, is going to an event. Tell us a little bit about that, Roxanne, while we're waiting for Fred, and then we'll get to you, Sean.
Sure. So we have this event this actually Sunday all day and half Monday. It's the National Athletic Directors, I forget what the C stands for, committee, I think. And this was something I found online earlier in the year. Just looking, I'm like, okay, we got to get into this one. And actually, Robin Mascari kind of helped us too. So we're LifeWave Team Jaco, and that's what we're going in as. And this is, it's here in Tampa, Florida this year. Next year it will be elsewhere in the country, but it is a traveling venue. And so I'm super excited to just be able to especially show the Live Younger Sports website and play some of the videos in that.
There you go.
At our booth, because I think between the three of us, we have all of the marketing tools, the signs, the cards, the business cards, and the patches, of course. So it'll be a good show from my understanding.
Sounds great. Yeah, good job. So how many have you done now, events?
Let's see, I've done both the XRP events with Fred and Arthur and you, and Scott McKay event with Dr. Kathy, and what else? A few more. And then I spoke at, actually, Harris Williams had a patching party, and I spoke at his event. So that was nice.
Yeah, and you're like every Thursday night you have your group meeting too.
Yes, sir. Yes.
Yeah, you've been doing a lot. So, and it's you are now 3-star director. So and on your way to 1-star executive. So good job. Sharing is caring, and sharing with a lot of people over time, has benefits. Right.
Yeah. Absolutely.
Sean.
Yeah, so I have not been able to create and upload videos through the Now app. It always wants to use a picture, and I haven't had success with the new app in posting videos. Now, I've done that on my own, of course, with YouTube, just uploading shorts like y'all were talking about earlier. But I would assume that they're going to expand on that and make it, I know they're working on it all the time. But I just mentioned that I haven't had success doing that. I don't know if anybody else has right through the Now app. I usually have to go outside of it to do that, or go to my website and send a link. I mean, I put the website link, but if I want to tag a specific video, I can do that. But I don't know if anybody has actually had success creating videos and uploading them through the Now application. I just don't know.
Yeah, I mean, some people have. Brad Owazny, he said he took like 4 or 5 minutes. He uploaded right when he got the app. So it's just because it took me a long time to figure out how to do a live in YouTube, months and months. I kept trying. I was like, why am I getting that feedback? And then I realized, you got to like mute your video when you're doing one through Zoom or through another program. So, just play around with it.
Yeah,
I don't
do
know.
that.
Eventually you're going to bump into somebody that has had success. I don't know if there's a contact. I haven't used it yet, but there is, it's kind of like I think it's gonna be a great app when I finally use it. But I know I'm gonna have to like go back in time and like use something that's kind of little under me. But it's okay
Mm-hmm.
because I got to learn it so I can teach it. So it'll be good.
I got something else to share.
Mhm.
I have a customer who he was walking with a cane all the time, and I just texted him just a little bit ago. Hey, I'm just curious. Are you using your cane less? And he said, actually, yes. It was like awesome. It's just so great. I love. It's so satisfying. It just warms my heart that
Mm.
to help people. It's really just amazing. But the other thing I want to mention real quick, last thing, is table days. I think I'm just gonna get a LifeWave throw, and I'm just gonna start doing them myself. I mean, I mean, parking outside of, I mean, understanding that, talking to the business, all this kind of stuff. But I was just thinking about outside, like yoga studios or Whole Foods Market or a fair, like I know there's all these, health fairs and stuff like that. But I mean, just there's like local farmers markets and stuff like that. I mean, I just don't, I'm just getting to the point where I just have to create my own kind of table days. And is that okay to do? Do I need to like talk to somebody before I do it? Is there like a, with LifeWave, or I just talk to the business?
No, I mean you can do that as long as you're doing it within the standards. Using LifeWave products, and you're not saying that LifeWave is going to cure
Right,
any disease or anything. The deal.
right,
So as long as you're
right, right.
compliant along those levels, and so do you have any marketing materials like banners or
Well,
anything
I
like
mean, I've
that?
got access to all the resources on the Live Younger site,
There you
I
go.
mean, so I would
Perfect.
just, I guess, order all that through there, right?
Yes. Very good. Very
Okay.
good.
Yeah.
And
And then,
that's what we have done in the past.
right.
So when you get big, LifeWave like gives you big banners too to use. So or at least
Mm-hmm.
it used to. Uh,
Mm-hmm.
it's good.
Thank you.
Thanks,
Oh,
Sean.
oh,
Great.
oh. Yeah,
Mhm.
yeah. One quick thing. I finally did invest with Kirk Elliott. Thank you.
Oh, good. Good
I tried
job.
to give you credit. I hope you'll get it.
Oh yeah, they always hook me up. It's good. I appreciate that, and I hope you get some good results. Everyone has. So
Thank you.
beginning stages of bull run. So now let me share the screen a little bit. I don't have a lot more time to go into this, but this is from the event that we were just at. Connie was there. I think it was just me and Connie and Barry. So that's somebody. So I would, and this is, we talked about it. It's kind of like an unusual time. It's just right before Christmas that they had this, boot camp. But in the future, I would highly recommend, because I got a lot of, you know, I, I've been in this business for several years, but I still get a lot out of the boot camps, and then being with people. And um, uh, there was one guy that just signed up, John, that I met. It was really good. So now some of the slides that we saw, a lot of people were experiencing pain. These are all motivational things that you can use that they had in the this one I liked quite a bit. So there were several people that presented. Connie gave a great presentation. Uh, Growth mindset versus fixed mindset. Now you can go back and forth here, and you can see, if you're in a growth mindset, that's where ideally that's you got to be there to build a business, all right, or anything in life to be successful in anything in life, really. And that's what is beautiful about building. I think a business like LifeWave is it teaches you some things that you probably were lacking in some areas. I mean, all of us. I mean, for me, I've learned quite a bit in LifeWave. Growth mindset, I can learn anything I want to. And then a fixed mindset, I'm either good at it or I'm not. So many people are like, I'm not good at selling and I don't want to do selling. Uh, did you go to a good restaurant recently? Well, yes, I just went to a great seafood restaurant over by blah, 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 and they had this and they had that, and you should get this. So boom, you're selling. So a lot of people don't realize, when you experience something really good, you want to share it. So that's what LifeWave is. That's what the growth mindset is. When I'm frustrated, I persevere. So they talked about this. There's about 100 different things that LifeWave is amazing at. Uh, you you get your shipment comes in, it's not complete, and then you blow up. It's like, oh, LifeWave sucks. That's that focus mindset. You don't want to be there. When I'm frustrated, I give up. So one little frustration, as we know, can make someone give up. And
Fred is ready.
Fred, you ready? All right. So I'll probably do this at a different time. So let's go with you, Fred.
This is one of my favorite ones.
You have to share the screen, Fred. You have to
All right, you have to share the screen, Fred. Do you know how to share the screen?
Oh, it's not sharing?
No.
Oh, man.
Go down, hit share screen.
Yeah, I
and
thought
then,
I hit share
and
screen.
just hit
I'm
share.
so sorry.
When the
share is on the bottom, Fred. It's the green button.
I
So
got to share. It's
right
just
next to
not
react.
doing that.
You're not
I'll
sharing.
close the sound, eh?
Fred, you're not sharing.
all right. All right, we'll try it again later. Maybe
Jen, can you
we can
sign
get
into
you.
his Facebook page and share?
I should have, but I wanted him to get the.
Here we go, Fred. It looks like
he's
you're doing
got
it. Go ahead and there it is. All right, good. We're not getting the sound, but that's good enough. So. All right, great. So you got videos like that on your site? That's pretty motivational, dude. Good job. That'll get a lot of people motivated.
I'm turning the audio off.
And Robert, let's highlight you, Robert, because it looks like you got one there. That's a ski one. Put that up again, Robert.
Enjoy your newfound energy and health. You have to experience it to believe it. Just what are you waiting for? Jump into X39 and enjoy your newfound energy and health. You have to experience it to believe it. Just what are you waiting for? Jump into X39.
All right, nice.
Thank you.
A lot of energy.
I mean,
got a lot of energy in that, and a lot of love, and it almost over much. Has it resulted in a lot of sales and contacts?
Definitely a lot of contacts. Some contacts that we like, and some contacts that just really like the way my wife looks like jumping in a bungee and going woo.
That's great.
So you got to weed them out.
Well, that's good. So that's the way it starts, man. Little ones like that to catch the eye, and now you got people watching, and you just keep bringing more. So good job, Jay. Last words.
Last words that are important too, boss man. Okay. As far as the videos on the YouTube, for you YouTubers out there, the shorts are what bring in the views. Shorts are under 3 minutes. You get those things out, you blow up. That's what it's all about. And then when you go with the other people that you're following, you put a comment in there that you love their show and put in your link, and it's duplicatable, activatable, viewable, and orderable across the board. That's it.
Which link? Are you talking about your resale link?
Yes.
So yeah, you do the video and you put your resale information in there, and then that gives people a way to click in and
yes. And then I have a QR code shaped like a heart that goes to the makethehappyswitch.com, and it's going on all the videos automatically when they go by default. That's another good thing you YouTubers can do to try to bring in some more business as well.
Very good, Jay.
I can give people the QR codes in the shape of a heart if you call me. I'll help. It's easy, so I'll be happy to help any of you. Okay, Grandma Jen's got her app.
Nice. All right, everybody. Great meeting. It's every Friday. Share this with your downline and so forth. Have them come watch it. It'll make a difference going forward. Growing this business is one of the great. I think it's the most. It's the greatest thing out there right now. There's no other business. I think I've never experienced a better business. It just keeps getting better over time. So lots of love, and we'll see you guys next time.
Thank you, and good night,
Bye,
everyone.
guys.
Good night,
Thank
everybody.
you.
Thank you.
Good night.
Good night.
Good night.